Hey folks, today we're going to dive into the old man's eye-popping magic trick. It's a real high-end show. The old man puts his glasses to his mouth, showing off his DIY biting technique, leaving Danny totally dumbfounded. Before leaving, he hands over a business card to Lubo III. Danny just rolls his eyes, but when the well-read old boy sees the card, his face turns as red as a tomato. The Liu family is legendary, with his grandpa, Lubo I, being a real assassin in his day. Now his grandson Lubo III is back. There's got to be a big... So they follow the address on the card for a visit, and Lubo bluntly says, "Our family used to shine like a talent show." Until his grandpa got scammed by the old loan bank and lost everything, and now he's back for revenge. Plot twist. He wants to teach the old loan bank a lesson, but can't do it alone, so he hires Little Black's team, at high cost. After it's done, he plans to hand over 500 million to Little Black's team, and their plan seems like a scripted theatre performance. And he needs to disguise as the CEO of a mining company to get close to the bank executives. No worries, everyone knows he's just an actor. So the next day, Little Black disguises as the HR manager and finds the front desk worker who looks like a kidnapper, telling all new hires to look for. Little May pretends to be a candidate, walks into the bank, and meets up with Little Black, and soon a real intern shows up. Little Black says they can both start, but the office is tight, so one of them gets a paid leave. Let's see who's lucky. Both don't want to miss out, so Little Black decides to flip a coin, and the real intern happily gets a vacation. Next up, Danny struts into the finance director's office, pretending to be the company CEO, only to realize he's walked into the wrong bank. The two spot a business opportunity on the spot and sign a listing contract with Danny, and of course, Danny insists on Little May handling the stock issuance. Little May's recommendation, Morgan poses as a senior consultant for a mining company's risk assessment, revealing a blue ocean and amusing everyone. Anyone who gets close to the scam co can cash in big, and those two bank higher-ups are left dumbfounded, like they're dreaming. Before listing, they hike Scamco stocks wildly, driving prices up and doubling Danny's assets instantly, leaving him beaming. But these two old foxes won't let her have all the fun, wanting a piece of the pie, oblivious to the fact that they've fallen into a trap. After returning, two execs called all staff to sell Danny's stocks wildly for gain, starting the stock market panic day. They plan to let the stocks crash, then buy them back at a low price the next day for a big profit, but end up giving Danny a watermelon side. Danny faces huge losses, becoming the star of the show, but all this was anticipated by Little Black. Now it's the turn of Old Boy and Lubo. They pretend to be pro-investors, asking the bank to pick stocks, saying earnings fine, losing's okay. Such clients are hard for bank executives to refuse, so they throw all their money into the Scamco stocks. Then they sell off wildly, just waiting for the money rain to arrive. But weird things happen the next day. No matter what price they buy at, Scamco shows no reaction, and that's when they realize they've fallen into Little Black's trap. The stocks they sold off had already been bought up by Little Black's team, and Old Boy and Lubo had signed a contract with the bank. Tomorrow at market opening, they were supposed to get Scamco stocks, while the bank had already sold theirs off. The two executives approached Danny, the boss with 50 hairs, to buy stocks and fill the gap. But at this moment, Danny is as stubborn as toilet paper, refusing to sell at any price. The next day, the two executives have to grit their teeth. Old Boy directly reveals, under the contract, failure to see stocks means owing millions in penalties. Just then, Danny walks into the room, and out of nowhere, she wants to call the cops, fleeing the scene. Lubo stands up and says, "This bank ruined my grandpa back in the day, and today I'm gonna ruin it. As long as I don't back, he can make you all bankrupt." But unexpectedly, the boss grabs the culprit, and Lubo falls down without a sound. Now this is a mess, leaving the boss baffled. Not only owed a penalty but also involved in a life and death scenario. It's too dramatic. Old Boy offers a solution. "If you pay us 500 million in cash, well, just say it was an unfortunate accident." Boss, wanting to avoid prison, quickly agrees to write a check for 500 million and gets out of there fast. After he leaves, Lubo is still inactive, so they move into check. Oh no, he really is down for the count. Little Black finds a letter reading, "I'm dying, will destroy old loan bank, flee. Otherwise, y'all all be stuck here," and alas, that check is now void. Everyone scrambles to clean up the scene. They sneak out the back just before getting in the car. Little Black feels something's off, so he heads back. Sure enough, Lubo and the check have vanished. What a thief. They head to the airport in a rush, but it's too late. Lubo had already boarded the departing flight and even waved goodbye to them, giving them a total thief performance. Lubo taught them a vibrant lesson, a valuable experience that money can't buy, along with that 500 million check, all gone. Lubo and that 500 million check truly vanished without a trace. What a magical trick. This magic is indeed too incredible, even Little Black can't figure it out. Money seems to have vanished into thin air, and even the mysterious stories of the banking world disappear. Tell the shopkeeper we'll return later, the duck's flown. Even he jokes, your wife likely fancies that necklace. Little Black knows it's an opportunity, saying he'll go try it on, quickly handing the bag to the shopkeeper, and then subtitles with the dog and a box of cash. Can you still escape? Little Black speeds away with the necklace.